So right now, y'all, I'm doing a 21-day intensive. The 21-day intensive is the Queen Me intensive, and the focus is how to love a black man. Tonight in particular, we touched on an area that led us down this lane that I want to lift up here. And one of the things that I said tonight was the fact that a lot of men feel like they are being managed by their wives, specifically as it relates to the way that they engage their teenage and young adult daughters. It's not a good feeling, fam. It's really not a good feeling. And the thing that I lifted up, which definitely got a number of women responding to what I was expressing, but the piece that I lifted up was that it's important that in some situations, when it comes to the father-daughter relationship, that you allow us to make the mess and that you trust us enough to clean it up. It's important. It really is important. There's messaging that's taking place when you attempt to manage our interactions, you attempt to manage our words, you attempt to manage the engagement. What it messages is that you don't trust us. And so even if we go into a situation in which we're not in approval of what's taking place and it gets messy or we make a mess, the question is whether or not you trust us enough to clean it up. And I know for the women who are listening to what I'm talking about right now, you're probably rolling your eyes and smacking your teeth and got something standing up on the back of your neck. Your hairs are standing up because some of you all grew up in abusive homes. And daddy making a mess look very destructive, disruptive, debilitating, and was devastating in your home. And so in situations in which you may find yourself in a relationship with a man who moves in that type of way, I'm not speaking about that dude. No, he don't need to be making no mess because he doesn't have the discipline to manage himself. What I'm speaking about is if you find yourself in a relationship with a man and he governs himself accordingly, he may say some things here and there, but ultimately you know he loves his daughters. You know he loves his children. You know he has their best interest at heart and in mind. Allow him to mess up. Allow him to make the mess. And then trust him to clean it up. I've had situations in my relationship with my wife where I have felt managed. And it's infuriating because to me, I felt like there was a lack of trust. And like, you don't know that I won't go overboard. You don't know that I won't do the most. You don't know that I won't be able to govern myself accordingly, that you got to intervene and try to manage me. Like I'm your child. That don't feel good, y'all. It does not feel good. It feels emasculating. It feels disrespectful. It feels like you're trying to minimize my experience. I should have the right to be able to express anger, frustration, disappointment, and hurt. I should, as a man. And when I'm not allowed the space, the safe space to be able to express the full range of emotion, inclusive of what I just lifted up, then it feels like you're trying to manage me. And when it comes to my relationship with my children, and not just mine, but men in general, like we don't want that. We don't want to be managed. We want you to trust us that even if we do create a mess, that we have the love and that we have the discernment to double back and to clean it up. Can you do that for us? Trust us?